Hello friendly viewers, and welcome to episode 2 of Life and Stuff. Today's topic is stress. Most people understand what I mean by stress, but I'd like to break it down a bit so hopefully people can get a better understanding of it and thereby be better equipped to deal with it. Because, as I said before, I believe it to be one of the biggest, if not the biggest, contributing factors to disease and death for modern humans, especially those living a typical modern-day lifestyle. So let's start by defining stress a bit. First of all, there is a thing called homeostasis, which is a state of equilibrium of the biochemical processes in your body. It is the optimal condition for the systems in a living organism. But external and internal factors are constantly disrupting this equilibrium. When a stimulus disturbs homeostasis, in biology it is called stress. Stress can be broadly divided into two types. Eustress, or good stress, is things like exercise or challenging conditions which make one physically or mentally stronger and can create positive feelings. Then there is distress, bad stress. This can be broken down into types such as acute, meaning a brief but possibly severe dose of stress, and chronic or long-lasting stress. It is this chronic stress that we normally think of when we hear the word stress, and that is the most dangerous as it hammers away at our systems day after day. Stress triggers the release of stress hormones, especially cortisol and adrenaline. If a perceived threat passes, stress hormone levels will drop and things like heart rate and blood pressure will return to baseline levels. But when stressors are present for extended periods, long-term activation of the stress response system and subsequent overexposure to stress hormones wreaks havoc on our homeostasis and exposes us to increased risk of numerous health problems. Stress has been scientifically linked to decreased immune function and diseases such as skin conditions, ulcers, various forms of heart disease, and others associated with high blood pressure like stroke. Stress also reduces the body's ability to heal, impairs memory function and concentration, and hinders developmental growth in children. Psychological issues such as trouble sleeping, depression, and anxiety are common results of stress. Add to this stress-related behavioral issues such as smoking, drinking, uncontrolled eating, lack of motivation to do exercise or other positive activities, and a generally poor mood, and we can see how a downward spiral would develop. These unhealthy behaviors then put you at risk of other deadly diseases like cancer. Although we might not realize it, we're all under some form of stress or another. Common causes of chronic stress are work-related stress, a nagging wife, relationship stress, or the pressure most of us feel at having to conform to the crazy lifestyle that modern society expects us to live. These situations are unavoidable for most of us, and when they're providing us with little to no satisfaction, the effect of the stress is magnified. Now that we have covered the basics of what stress is and what causes it, in the next video I'd like to go over some ways to cope with, relieve, and hopefully banish stress. Talking about something that stresses you out is a good way to start. So feel free to share whatever's weighing you down in the comments below. I'm Mike Flo. Thanks for watching or listening.
The flow state.